Hello everyone, this is our next video of Fortinet NSE4 series, and this is the continuation video of HA series which we started previously. So today video we will understand of the primary firewall primary firewall selection on the case of when overwrite is enabled and when overwrite is not enabled. So let's begin the video. So the first case is primary FortiGate election override is disabled. So this is the by default behavior. So HA override is disabled by default, and if HA override is disabled, then HA uptime will take precedence over priority. Failover can also perform using reducing uptime by command diagnose system HA reset uptime on the FortiGate firewall, which resets HA uptime to 0. It only resets the HA uptime, not the system uptime. So there is a diagram which we can understand the more better way. So how, let's say HA override is by default disabled, then how the negotiation will happen? So this is the beginning of the negotiation. So in the beginning of the negotiation, they will identify the connected monitor interface. So let's say if we have a 4 interface, then who is the greater ones? Let's say this is having 4 and this is having 3. So using this 4 monitored up interface are up, that's the reason it can become the primary FortiGate. So let's say if both are having 3, then let's say if both are active monitor interface is 3 and this size is also 3, then they will check for the HA uptime, who is having the high uptime on the both side of the FortiGate. So in this case, let's say if the FortiGate primary is having the high uptime, then it will become the primary, and if this FortiGate is having the high uptime, then this FortiGate will become the secondary. And the third point, if the HA uptime is the similar, then the third parameter will check it is the priority, who is having the higher priority, greater and less. So based on that, if both are similar, then they will check for the high serial number. So based on this negotiation parameter, the FortiGate firewall will identify that who will become the primary firewall in the HA negotiation. And also there is a command diagnose since HA dump by vCluster. So here we can see this count 7814, it is the uptime of the cluster, and 0 is the uptime of the cluster. So the serial number ending with 92 is having the high uptime if I compare with the another FortiGate firewall. So using this, they can select the primary FortiGate firewall on the HE cluster. So the second thing, in the case of HA override is enabled, then what will going to happen? Let's understand. If HA override is enabled, the priority will considered before HA uptime. So we just understand the negotiation. So in the negotiation, the priority will take precedence in the case of override is enabled. We have option to selection which device will become primary at all time. So as a network security engineer, we have option to select that which FortiGate firewall will become the primary at all time. So this is the command config system HA set override enable. So by entering this command, we can define the HA override. By conferring the highest HA priority value, we can select the primary FortiGate firewall. But there is a disadvantage also of this configuration. The disadvantage of this failover occurs not may only the primary fails, it may also occur when primary will available again to take the primary role from secondary FortiGate. It means that we are having this primary FortiGate and this is having the secondary FortiGate. Now we enable the overrides. So it means that we explicitly define this FortiGate firewall will become the primary at all time. Now this FortiGate will become fail. So on that unavailability of this primary FortiGate, the secondary FortiGate will become the active. Now that due to any reason, let's consider that power issue got resolved or any issue, this primary firewall will become available again. So what will happen? The again failure will trigger to make this FortiGate as a active again. So this is the extra failover event causing if we enable the HA override. So this is the only the disadvantage. So there is the also this is the selection process of the HA override enable. So let's understand this also. So if I compare to both scenario, in this case when it was disabled, HA uptime and then priority, and here we can see that after connected monitor ports, here is the priority is taking the place, and then after HA uptime and the serial numbers. So the negotiation will happen first. They will check for the monitor connected interface who is having the more connected up and monitored up interface. Second, who is having the high priority, because it's override enabled, then high priority will take the primary role. It is because as we defined that priority. And other than that, that HA uptime and after that H serial numbers. Using this parameter, they will negotiate for the HA primary firewall. In the case of HA override is enabled. Here are few tasks which is take care by the primary FortiGate firewall. Broadcast hello packets of member discovery and monitoring. So let's say if you have a multiple FortiGate firewalls, they form the cluster. So the primary FortiGate firewall will send the hello packets to all members to monitor and discovery. Synchronize the operation related data such as configuration, FIB, DSCP lease, RP entries, FortiGate definitions, IPs externals, and sessions. This will be synchronized to all cluster members, and this all synchronization is taken care by the primary FortiGate firewall. So in the case of active mode, distributes session to the secondary members. So in the active scenario, sessions will be distributed to the other FortiGate firewall. And there are few information which is not synced to the HE cluster, and this is very important question for the Fortinet exam, also for the interview. So these are what are those information which will not sync to the cluster members. The first one is the HA management interface settings, in-band HA management settings, HA override command, HA device priority, HA cluster priority, FortiGate host name, ping server, HA priorities, license, KC, and GUI dashboard widgets. So these are the few things which will not synchronize to the cluster members. It is the device specific settings. And this was the most important questions asked by the many interviewers which I have seen. What are the tasks of the secondary FortiGate firewall? Broadcast hello packet for member discovery and monitoring. So this is the similar to the primary firewall. Synchronize data from the primary. Changes made on secondary devices, however, are synced with members if the cluster isn't sync. Monitor the health of the primary. So the secondary firewall will also take care of the monitoring of the primary firewall. If primary fails, the secondary device will elect a new primary device. In active mode, process traffic distributed by the primary firewall. So in the case of active scenario, the traffic will distributed by the primary. And let's begin the next thing. Next slide. So there are the heartbeat interface IPs. So what we earlier discussed, that was the VM based scenarios, and now this in this case we will understand the layer 2 addresses. The cluster assign addresses to heartbeat interface based on the serial number of each member. The 169.254.0.1 for the highest serial number, and this and 2 for the second highest and third for the third highest, so and keep on. So the IP will start from 169.254, that, and this is non-routable IP addresses. Members keep their heartbeat IP addresses regardless any changes in their rule. So if primary becomes secondary and secondary become primary, in that case the heartbeat IP addresses will not change. The IP address assignment may change only when a member leave and or join the cluster. So in that case, we have that cluster and one of the member leave this cluster and again rejoin. On that case, this IP assignment will done again. The cluster uses heartbeat IP address to distinguish the members, synchronize data with members. So this is the use of the IP address. So that's all for this video. We have still few topics left for the HA and we'll cover on the next video. So thanks for watching Firewall Experts, and please subscribe Firewall Expert for this kind of videos.